SOS Talk Show. I'm your host Yvonne Ochieng.
I'm Belinda Masiga.
So today our main topic of discussion is about teenage pregnancy. And since Corona COVID-19 started, it's been a nightmare for parents and girls who are now mothers or expecting to become mothers at an early age. So 1 in 5 girls aged between 15 and 19 in Kenya is either pregnant or has given birth already. In some counties like Narok, 2 out of 5 teenagers are either young mothers or on their way to parenthood. The latest survey by the National Council on Population and Development revealed.
You know, Yvonne, it's so sad how our ladies and girls have ended up being pregnant. I don't know whether it's the society to be blamed. I don't know whether our parents are the ones. I don't know whether the government should be the ones on the blame side. I don't know, because if our students were in school, I'm so sure 100%, this wouldn't have happened.
Yes, I think you're right, Belinda, and this has really affected the society. And for example, let's start even with poverty. Poverty has been the main reason as to why there's all this teenage pregnancy in our country. And during this COVID-19, it's even worse because people are idle, people are just at home, and even their parents are not going to work. So there's much of idleness. And you know what happens when there's much of idleness happening? It's like the devil's workshop. So this has made it easier for the devil to do its doing and hurt this innocent girl child that had a future which was really supposed to be bright. So poverty is the main concern to this matter. I think so.
Yeah, again, there is poverty, there is poor education. If our teachers won't take good care, if our point is about poor communication, the relationship between the kids and the parents, the relation between the kids and other women out there, I think there is a poor communication completely. Even while they were at school, there was a really poor communication, because if at all they had to listen to the teachers, if at all they had to listen to the parents or to anyone who spoke to them, I'm so sure this wouldn't have happened.
True, Belinda. And also lack of information to our society, it's also causing this. So we need to make our girls informed so that they can be empowered and be able to abstain and know that if they do this, it comes with consequences. It's such a pity that we don't talk about these things openly to our girl child. So out there, we need to come up with organization. We need to be pushing and sending the message and letting ourselves to show or to tell our girls that it's possible not to be a victim of a teenage pregnancy. As much as you're well informed, as much as you have a dream, you're the person who controls your life. And don't let a man come into your way when you want to achieve your dreams. And let us be open about sex and other stuff. We need to be talking and telling people and educating them exactly on what's happening. So we should not make it all sugarcoat it and make it feels like it's a big deal or it's something scary to talk about. It's something that when a girl is on her adolescent stage, it's an information that you're supposed to tell them on how to control their feelings, on how to handle themselves, on how to protect themselves from men who they're just out there who wants to take advantage of them in the first place.
You know, there is this point, peer pressure. It has come into concern because most of our girls will want to look at how other ladies are living their lives. They will want to get a good life, you know. And, you know, most of our men will use money to lure the girls, will use food like chips, all those nice meals in order to get a lady, you know. And if there is a lady who hasn't been in a relationship, they'll be seeing others. They'll want to also have such a life, but in the end, someone might get a man, this guy, and just instantly, so rapidly, she gets pregnant. And after getting pregnant, I'm so sure her life will be in a mess. She will not go back to school. She might be thrown out with the parents. And the society will not take her in the way they were taking her, because they'll be seeing other, because she doesn't have a meaning in the community. That is so sad. I wish our men could see the pain. I wish our men could hear our voices. This is so sad. This is so sad, Yvonne. So sad. I don't know how we are going to deal with it, because until now the number is still increasing. Even now while we are talking, I'm so sure there is a kid out there. These kids are tender. These kids don't know anything. Our parents, I wish you could take care of them. The society, majorly the society, I'm so sure they should do something about that, right?
I agree with you. I really, really agree with you. And also, I think lack of information about sex also it's another effect that makes this so hard for us. And sex education is very, very important for our girls and also our boy child. We need to educate them in sex education. As for me, I can recall I was never taught about sex education when I was growing up, but I don't know why our parents fear to talk about these things with us. So if our parents can't talk to us, then who will? I think parents also play a very, very big role in this. They need to be talking to their kids. Feel free to tell them about sex. It's not so weird. It's not a strange thing, because at the end of the day, if you don't talk to them, they will go out there to try and experiment to themselves. So we need to be talking about sex education. And if our parents can't do it, then well, let schools and organizations come out here and try so much to pass this information to our girl child and boy child as well. And also, after talking about sex, what's next? We might tell them to abstain, but if they had already started doing it, sometimes it can be very tricky to avoid it. So give them an alternative, like for girl child, let them use contraceptive, especially if they have already started doing it. Sometimes controlling their feelings can be tricky and challenging. So contraceptive is also another idea. Tell them to use contraceptive to avoid teenage pregnancy, and also to use protection so that to avoid any diseases like STIs, HIV, etc. So please, 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 let us give them an alternative. This thing is there, and we have to accept the reality of the matter that girl child will always be suffering much than the boy child. That is just the pity about all this matter.
Yeah, that is so true. That is so true. I hope they'll take action, and ladies will take caution. Influence from other teenagers. Influence from other teenagers. Yeah. Our girls will want to get what other ladies get out there. Our girls will listen to stories, good stuffs, and that will make them also want to get that, of which that is not right, of which that will demoralize her life, leading to maybe pregnancies, leading to maybe deaths, most especially. What if you're going to do something like having sex with a guy, get pregnant, in the process while giving birth, the kid passes and also the mother passes? That is again a loss to the society. That is again a loss of human, because life won't be that easy on that lady, because life will be so hard at some point. What if she's thrown to the streets with the parents, with no one to help her, with no one to stand by her? Life won't be that easy for that young lady out there, Yvonne.
Yes, Belinda, that's very true. And another thing, guys, let us be a keeper of our sisters out there. Our girl child need your attention, especially during this COVID-19 time. Everyone is home. Girls are not going to schools. Girls are getting temptations out there from even their relatives and parents. You see, so it's not that easy for everyone actually. And that has been our discussion for today. So we'll be winding up, and guys, feel free to share your comments and thoughts on our social media platform. It will appear on your screen below. And guys, I've been your host Yvonne Ochieng.
I'm Belinda Masika. This is
There from Even the Relative. Until we meet again next time. Bye. That easy for everyone actually. And that has been our discussion for today. So we'll be winding up, and guys, feel free to share your comments and thoughts on our social media platform here on your screen below. And guys, I've been your host Yvonne Ochieng.
I'm Belinda Masika. This is
the About Us talk show.